Hi guys, welcome back to a brand new Instagram DM reaction video. Hi everyone, what is the tea? What is the Darjeeling, the lapsang souchong, the scalding hot sun, the Earl Grey? What shall I say is the tea? Yes, hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Roly. If you are new, LGBT piercing, body modification, and Reddit person here on the internet, come join the fun, subscribe, QR codes, all the fun things, scan, subscribe, please hit the like button, comment, all the fun things. But thank you for joining me today. Now we are delving back into the world of Instagram DMs. So thank you to everyone who does follow me on Instagram and sends me things to react to. You guys are wonderful, and I absolutely love doing these videos. Just a quick shout though, before we do get started, I was stupid and uploaded a video directly on Thanksgiving, so of course it completely bombed. So if you've not seen my most recent video, 60% of my audience is from America, so of course I don't know why I thought uploading on Thanksgiving was a good idea. If you did happen to miss my Thursday video, we did a new Am I the A-hole, but it was a piercing fail edition, so all the stories were piercing related, so go check that out after this one. I'll put a link down below. Go check out the last piercing here's thing Am I the A-hole. But anyway, with all that being said, yes, like button, subscribe, comment, fun things. Let's not beat around the bush swattly and get on with these Instagram DMs. So this is from Elle, and they have said, oh, hang on, there's gonna be sound. The sound. Oh God. You're getting a septum. How high up did they pierce you? That is high. That is so. So we get like, oh my, no, you can barely even see it. That is, you can't even see it. Wait. First of all, right, we sometimes get drama queens on the channel who scream and shout, whatever. I genuinely believe this person is screaming about how painful that was, because you look at how high they pierced that. I don't think this person's even overreacting. I think genuinely that was how painful it was. Just look how high up she's going. Like, look how high up, I don't even know, what? That is fully through cartilage. Oh my God, that's bad. Look how high up. It looks like they're putting a 10mm hoop as well, which is what I've got in mind. Oh wow. And you can't even, look how high you get. That's so high that she has to do this in order for you to see it. Wow. I mean, we've seen some bad septum piercings, and then there's this. That's insane. And like, it's really far back as well. It's not in the sweet spot at the front. Like mine's a 10mm and it's a sweet spot. And you can see how much it comes down. Like it's actually it's perfectly positioned, but how high up it is. And no, I fully believe that the screaming of this girl is actually because it's actually ridiculously painful and not just being like an overreaction, because that looks ridiculously high. Jesus Christ, Mary Magdalene. That was bad. Like, that was bad. So this is from Bad Man, and they've sent me what's going on here. Okay. Oh, there's music. I'm sorry, there's music. Singing in fear. There's what? With your eyes. I've just realized the eyes are closed. They are piercing their bridge with their eyes closed. Hi. That is. Come on, bitch. Get off. Go. Wonk. There's music in the background, so I can't really hear, but they're just lip syncing. That is so, the crunch. Piercing yourself at home is one thing. To pierce yourself, especially like your bridge piercing, it's a very sensitive area, like a high rejection rate. You want to make sure that if you're doing this, it needs to be perfect. To do it with your eyes closed? That is insane. Like that is fully just insane. Oh, pixelation. That is fully insane. Like it is fully insane. Insane in the membrane. Insane. I wish we could see the end of it though. There was no finish. It just kind of ended like that. It's ridiculous. Can we stop it? Stop it. 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 Say it with me, children. Stop it. So what? Oh, what's happening? So this person's got an ear. Oh, what are you doing? What is that? Surely there's an easier way to clean a piercing than shoving this like strange bar through. Oh, what is that?
Piss, poop and piss and gout.
The thing is, if you look here, you can see this jewelry is like also like gone green. What is it? Nickel. What's the material that goes green after? I think it's nickel, isn't it? Use like a green ring on your finger. I think that's what it is. I'm assuming maybe because this kind of looks discolored here. It was like, no, I'm sick of you. Like this kind of looks discolored too. So I'm assuming maybe they had the same kind of bar. The material has like not bled, but sort of the metal has bled in the ear and left that. Surely there's an easier way of cleaning it than just shoving another one through it. That would have been really painful, no? I've never had jewelry that kind of does this, so I don't don't really know. That is so gross. That is so gross. Yeah. Surely there must have been an easy way to clean it though. I know you can get this sort of like cleaning swabs that you can kind of put through the ears. It would seem a little bit more sort of soft on the ear than like actually just shoving a new bar through it. Because surely that would have really been painful. Because it also looks like it's stretching. You also look like you're stretching the hole. It looks like you're putting a bigger gauge through it. It really looks like it's stretching it. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. This is disgusting though. So this is from Kayla and they have sent me this. Oh, is that what I think it is? Is that what I think it is? Is that what I think it is? What on earth? Oh, stop it. Oh, stop it. Stop it. What are you doing? Oh, for fudge's sake. This is ridiculous. Like, just because you can doesn't mean you should. I'm sorry. I lose all of my respect for any body piercer, professional body piercer, who does an eyelid piercing. That is so stupid. You will never be able to convince me that a piece of metal constantly rubbing against your eye is a good idea, or that won't have any kind of like adverse reactions. I sometimes, when I put my contact lenses in, the tiniest speck of like dust or makeup powder sometimes might get in the underneath. Sometimes it happens when you wear contact lenses, and that is horrible. It feels like you've got like a metal blade shredding against the inside of your eye. It's horrible. The idea of actually having like a thick bit of metal rubbing all the time is awful. What are you doing? I'm sorry. This is the dumbest thing you can do. Piercing, like, not everything has to be done. This is a perfect example of just because you can doesn't mean you should. There is, I'm flabbergasted. I'm absolutely flabbergasted why on earth you would do this. I can't even imagine how painful that would be as well. It's just dumb. It's just so dumb. I think I feel like I shouldn't have to tell you why it's bad. Like if I have to tell you why an eyelid piercing is a bad idea, then there's no hope for you. There's no hope.
It looks like it's suicide again for me.
So this is from Audriana and they have sent me this. So what's going on? Pierce, oh, for God's sake. Play the damn video. Come on, get it over with. Pierce my tongue with this probably sound, isn't there? Oh, it's just music. Okay, so this person is piercing their tongue, of course. We ain't got no paper towel. She's gonna use a fluffy, okay. Oh, God, come on. Oh my God, imagine just using a rag like that is like get all the fiber. So she didn't just pierce her tongue. She gave us my cousin walked in. Oh my God, no. Look at that. I had to blur that a second again because there was loads of blood. Look at that on the tongue. Wait. So much just happened here. I need to dissect what just happened. You're using a flannel instead of like paper towels, which the fibers in the flannel, imagine that getting into a piercing. Infection heaven, girl. Second of all, you're doing not just a tongue piercing, you're doing a snake bite piercing, which is so bad for you. Like so bad. Like that's the kind of piercing you do like and accidentally bleed out and die.
Serves you right.
Look how badly that's done. It's fully just like wonky. Also, when the bar goes in, look how tiny the bar is. Look at that. Like, look at it. Look at that. Like, what is that? What, you've like distorted your tongue. Like, you've pushed it in. You've got the bar is so tight that you're using that it's made your tongue bend out of shape. Natural selection. Natural selection. What are you doing?
Cocaine.
Even there's a person here commenting, for all the minors here, please don't do this unless you go to professional. No, don't do it at all. Like, I don't know how I said snake bites earlier, but I meant snake eye piercings. I don't know how snake eye piercings become so huge like this. I see this the same way I see piercing guns. The fact that in 2024, it's still happening is ludicolo. And again, I do not care if you've got this piercing and yours is absolutely fine. Good for you. Science is still science. And it's not like, it's one of the, like, it's so bad for, like, it's so dangerous, has so many risks with it. I'm done. I'm needed in the basement and I'm never coming back out the basement. Goodbye. So this is from Atlas. So what have they, suspend on their forearms. Oh no. Oh God. Jesus Christ, Mary Magdalene, rip the skin off. The skin is unbelievably like tough, but the idea of hanging from my like forearms here, God. I'll stick with my Earl Grey say. If this is what you need to do to feel alive, you live your life, girl. I personally think it's horrific, but that's because I'm a sissy.
He's a sissy!
But surely that must hurt. Like, that must hurt so much. Like, that must really, I don't know how, like, it's not unbelievably painful. I'm really confused how it's not, like, unbelievably painful. So this is from JB Long, and let's see what the hell is that? Oh no, stop it. What is happening? I'm gonna have to blur some of it because it looks so graphic. What is happening? That's not real, right? That's fake. That's not real. That can't be real. That has to just be glued on top and the bottom, isn't it? There's a video. Oh no, stop it. Stop it. I'm sorry. That has to be fake. The thing is, the problem is we see so much insanity these days. It would not surprise me if this was real, but that has to be fake. I mean, we've seen people put piercings through their hands before, like fully from top to bottom. That I'm choosing for my own mental well-being that to believe that that's not real. No, don't try to trick me, you sissy bitch. No. Like a conspiracy theorist who thinks like the earth is flat, who just decides to not believe science. I'm choosing to not believe this. I mean, no, I'm just upset. No. So this is from Jax, and they have sent me. Oh my god. I'm needed in the basement. So this is from Manny, and they've sent this. What have you sent me? Okay, so what's happening? So this person, oh, they're getting corset piercings. Okay, so this person's getting corset piercings, which is fine. Don't live with it though. Hoops. Hope. Oh, tie me up, daddy. So she's, oh, that's cute. Oh, not the hat. Okay, this is too far. Like, this is actually too far. This is a little bit too far. Going, it looks like New York City. In the sanitary environment, wonderful. You know, it's all fresh. But the idea of taking that outside and going into the busy street where literally anything can happen. It's not like you're just going around, you know, the car park where you live or something. This is not a sanitary environment anymore. I'm not saying when you do things, you should be scared of going outside. Wonderful. Like if you want to go and cosplay and you want to go in the street, wonderful. You go live your life, girl. When you're dealing with stuff like this and you've like corseted your arms behind your back, what happens if you trip?
They'll die.
Like she's wearing heels as well. What happens if she trips and suddenly she does this and it just rips her arms open? What happens if she sees a rat? I don't know, and scares her. What happens if someone just comes up to them? Like, you know, especially in a place like New York, I don't know. It's the same. It would be the same if you're in central London. When you're doing things like this, you're going to get lots of attention. People will try to interfere with you. There are always going to be an arsehole who wants to come and like take things too far. You're dealing with quite a risky situation here. It's not like you're just in cosplay and you're fine. Like if someone comes up to you, you can just kind of walk away. They can easily grab hold of you and you could really F yourself up, like get really bad scarring. Your natural reaction when you fall over is to put your hands out in front of you. It's like a body instinct, and you just rip your arms open. Someone comments here, are people possessed? So this is from Amy, and they have sent me. What is happening? Is there sound? There's probably sound, surely. What is happening? God!
The man is dead.
I'm sorry. What is happening? What is happening? Why are we seeing this? What is happening with the world? What is going on? What is happening? What is that? I don't get it. That's twice now I've seen this in one video.
Far too much.
What is what can I do to make this better?
Die.
I do not understand why there are body piercers even entertaining this. What are you doing? Eyelid piercing. Why are we seeing this? What's happening? When I title this video eyelid piercings again, people are going to read that and go, oh, you've done thing about eyelid piercings. Like we've seen this video already. Not knowing that there are 2 other people now in this video with brand new eyelid piercings, because it's so ridiculous and stupid that people will not think that this is a new video because it's so unbelievably unbelievable. 2 for the price of 1, girl. This is natural selection, and I do not feel sorry for you if your eyelid rips open or you go blind. This is 100% your fault and natural selection. Also, the body piercer instantly lost every ounce of respect for you. Even doing this kind of piercing and entertaining a piercing like this and thinking it's a good idea, or actually doing it to a client, instantly makes you a shit piercer. So this is from Oxy, and they have sent me this. So what's this? Your skin stopped. Oh my God, no, stop. Wait, sorry. That was suddenly it was just old, like unbelievably graphic. Point of view, your skin stopped FWY, sway, and started projecting your dermal, so you cut it out. What's FWY? Fanny's weeding yogurts.
Oh yes, I never thought of that.
But essentially, this person is just, I need to pause it, and I'm gonna have to blur, I apologize. As always, come follow me on Patreon. Throughout the month, and mostly towards the end, I post all the uncensored things on there. So if you wanna see things uncensored, come over to my Instagram, and Instagram my Patreon, but also follow me on Instagram too.
No.
So they had a dermal piercing here on their face, and it looks like a huge gaping crevasse in this person's face. It's here. So that's like an anti-eyebrow dermal. It stopped being nice and started rejecting. So instead of going to a professional, you decided to cut it out of your face. There was like a hole in this guy's face. You're gonna need stitches for that or something. That is so gaping and like, that is not just like a little hole that you've made, like you've popped a spot and it's left a little like indent. That is a big hole in your face. That's not just gonna close up on its own. If you just leave it, that is going to scar so badly, like so badly. Please, if you've got dermals in your face, and you want to take them out, go back to the piercer, please. I don't care if you don't have any money to do it, because trust me, doing this, you're gonna possibly end up in hospital with severe infections. That's just not gonna heal up on its own. The hole that he has in his face is like massive. That's really bad. Like, I'm so sad I can't show you on YouTube. Again, you come follow on Patreon, you can see. It almost looks like the size of my 10mm. Imagine a 10mm plug just like here. That's the hole that he has in his face. Not only are you risking infection here, you're risking like your eye health. I said about the eyelid piercings, like it's just not something you want to mess with. Trust me, you're not going to be thinking it's all cute when you're blind. Oh, I love my eyelid piercing. I'm so glad I can't see anymore. Like, what?
Dumbass.
So this is from Sophia, and they've sent me the, oh God, what has this person got on his face? What's this? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, and he's so young. Oh, wait a minute. So he's got like half the skull on his face. So I always talk about how like it's so cringe now when you see these like people like tattooing skulls on their face because it's just like so overdone. But this person hasn't really just like tattooed a skull on his face. He's kind of done like, it's like not followed his natural structure. So the chin is kind of here. It's not here, but the chin would be. The chin bone's kind of gone here. A squished face? A squished skull face? What? I mean, we've seen it all, girls. There's one thing to get a skull on your face, but you're gonna get a squished skull? It's just not really, what's happening? Silly old job stoppers. He's so young. This guy looks like he's about 18. Imagine doing that when you're 18. I mean, I don't know how old this person is, but he does look young. Let's just be honest. Look, he looks about 18. Tattoo artists, you can say no. But I really am so over seeing these skull faces now. It's like, it's like the people at Halloween that don't make any effort and they just put a bit of blood on their mouth. It's like, what's the point? Let's just stop. So this is from Just Sam, and they said, hey mate, this popped up while I was scrolling. Obviously thought of you. Content wanting blood trickle. Love your work. Thank you, gorgeous. Well, hello from Australia. Oh my God. Oh, I don't know how much of this I can show. Jesus Christ. Okay, and let me just pause it here, because if I pause it, I'll be able to blur things easier. Oh God, how am I going to, okay, I'm going to have to desaturate basically the whole image. So this person has piercing play like along their shoulder blades, but like, what is it meant to say? Is it PLE? I don't know what this is meant to say. What's it say?
Penis!
They've essentially done piercing play all over their back. Pleasure? It's meant to say pleasure. Pain and pleasure. Is that what it is? Oh, I'm so deep. Pain means pleasure. Is that what it's meant to be? But they've got piercing play all over. That looks so painful. That looks so painful. I would never get pleasure from this. I mean, at least they took them out. Like, this is the thing. But my biggest thing about piercing play is so many people like keep things in and stupid. Like corset piercings. They're like, oh no, live with the corset piercing. And then they die. You can see like the holes that it's, I'm going to have to blur some of it, but you can see the holes that it's left like in the body. Funny thing is, you can actually read it better when the bars are out. Pleasure! What an interesting place to do it along the back when like it looks so, the skin there is quite tight when you're moving the shoulder blades and everything. Sure, if this is what you need to do to feel any kind of existence, you live your life, girl. So this is from Ray. Oh, for God's sake, nose. Oh, she looks so young. I'm gonna have to blur like a most. That is so big for her nose. I'm sorry, that is way too big for her nose. So this girl, I want to say she's about maybe 9 years old. She looks really similar to my niece and nephew, and they're like 7, 8. Well, they're about to turn 8 years old. First of all, piercing guns, are we still using piercing guns? And this is an old school piercing gun. It's 2024. Move the fuck on. Too big for her nose. It looks ridiculous because her face is so small and her features are so small. The fact they're still using piercing guns in this day and age is just absolutely demented. You see, Miss Linguos? Miss Little Linguos. Listen, she likes to sleep down on the sofa. That's where she sleeps down. That's her little sleeping space when I'm doing work. Oh, now she's licking her. Wow.
What a woman.
Miss Little Linguos, you good girl.
Okay, so this is from Jelly, and what have they sent me?
This spray saved my piercing. You're like,
this
what
spray saved my piercing?
Jokes.
Wait. Let me start that again. I got confused, mate.
This spray saved my piercing.
Okay.
You're like, what jokes. You wish. I'm having too much fun with this. Anyway, this piercing actually, right here. So a couple weeks ago, this ear did not look
helix
like this.
piercing.
So it looked like an ear.
I don't know what that start was, sure. Wacky Kathy.
I dug this one out of the grave for y'all, but look at this. This is This is it.
I love how that's the picture you chose to show. Like, when was that taken? Like, what is this, 1856?
She's an old woman.
This is it. See how red and angry that is? Disgusting. I'm sitting in my apartment and it's throbbing and I'm like, is there pus? No pus. I go to the doctor. Why not go to the doctor? But I am a doctor.
So this person is a doctor.
Dr. Emma in the house.
You know, I usually talk about this stuff in the context of acne and eczema, but it's antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory. My ear.
So this person is got some spray. If he's a doctor, I'm not going to question that, but like,
not a real
some
word.
spray.
I would just douse it in this stuff a couple times a day, especially when I would work out, after the shower, when I'm bored. It shrunk that baby back down to normal. I could do this all over again. After I got the piercing, I would have immediately just started to spray this on. This is hypochlorous acid spray. Get it on Amazon. The link is in my bio.
Okay, sure. Like, he's a doctor. He obviously knows what he's talking about, but I always find it very intriguing. Intriguing, questionable. Oh, I just happen to have this thing that helped me. You can buy it too, and I'll get money for it. I'm sure if this thing works, I'm not questioning his, like, knowledge about what it is, but there's always something a bit weird about, like, all of a sudden he's here to help you and be like, oh, look, there's this spray that can help whatever, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, I've got a link in my bio for a thing, and it feels very sort of like spawn. He doesn't actually believe it. It's not real. I don't know. I do want to say, if he's going to talk about it, be a little bit more, I think, informative with how much he used it, because he kind of just, I just did it whenever. He didn't really explain, like, I did it in the morning when I washed in the shower, sprayed it, left it, and then did it in the evening when I washed it in the evening. He kind of just like, I did it whenever I felt like it, in the gym, after gym, when I was bored, when I was having a shower. And I feel like it's not really telling people kind of how to use it. I don't know what this spray is, so I can't really give you any information. I wish as a doctor, he should have been like, you should use it then and then, and it will help it, rather than just being a bit blasé about, I did it then and then, because you can also overuse these kind of things. Any cleaning product you have, any moisturizers, anything, you could overuse them and it makes things worse. Clog your pores up, can make infections. Like any antibiotics, any medicine, any creams, you can overuse it. So I do wish he was a little bit more sort of like informative with how much he actually used it. Me promising I love him after accidentally piercing through his nostril and using the wrong gauge. Oh, stop it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to blur the result. So she had pierced her boyfriend's nose. There's loads of blood just like gushing down the septuage. Apparently she had like pierced his nostril too. This is why you go to professionals, so you don't end up in hospital, because you can't afford the piercing, so you're not gonna be able to afford the medical bills. I'll never understand this complete lack of self-awareness, or just awareness in general of like healthcare. Even if like you've got insurance, would they cover something like this? The same way you have a house insurance, you've got some things that you can get insured because like it fell off the wall because the wall broke. You got to pay extra for like accidental cover. Does that go for American healthcare as well? Like you pay more for like accidental injuries where like you're doing something stupid and it's your fault rather than someone hitting you with a car. It sounds awful talking about people like this, but that's America. Well, United States. That's the United States of America. Crazy sausages, girl.
I got my nose pierced a week ago now.
She got her nose pierced a week ago.
With a Q-tip.
Why were you touching it? Oh!
Oh my god. Did it just fall through?
Oh god, wrong size.
What does that mean? Someone told me about that. Oh my god, I really don't like this. Okay, I'm gonna freak out now, but...
Okay, so first of all, let me just say, if you got your nose pierced a week ago, doing this and pulling it and touching it, you touched it a few times there, it's too early to be doing that, sis. Honestly, what it looks like though is they've pierced you with like a 1.6mm needle and they've put like a 1.2mm piece of jewelry in your nose, and that's why it's sunken in. Like the needle to bar is not the same, which it should be the same. I think that's probably what's going on here. Or maybe you've been tugging it in your sleep and you've stretched the hole, I don't know. Like if it's a week old, doing this and touching it, like just you literally clean it and leave it alone. Don't even if you just come out the shower, don't pull your nose and play with it. No, just literally just clean it and leave it. It does look like it's also been pierced wrong. So Mars has sent me this. What's this? So a rook piercing. Okay, a flat. Oh no, they're gonna do a tragus. Can we stop? Okay. I mean, at least they stopped at 4. I mean, it looks very, I won't lie, it looks pretty. Like, I won't lie, it does look pretty, but like, that's not, just wait.
Don't you dare stop me!
I'm only trying to help you, sweetheart.
There's literally no reason to get 4 piercings at once. Like, there is actually no reason. Cartilage piercings are notoriously difficult to heal. If you're gonna get more than 2, make the 3rd one the lobe piercing, because the lobe piercings are easier to deal with. To get 3 cartilage piercings and a lobe, you're just taking it too far. I would always say 2 piercings maximum at one time. Trust me, it's so difficult to heal 1 helix piercing, let alone adding a rook piercing and a tragus piercing and a lobe piercing at the same time. Your body's gonna find it really difficult to heal, and you're gonna have a really really horrible time. You've got more chance of like infections, more chance of keloids like developing or hypertrophic scarring, depending on whatever your body like, you know, is more prone to. Your whole ear is going to be swollen. Any bit of movement's going to really hurt. You're not going to sleep on the side for ages. You're not going to be able to sleep on that side. You are not going to be able to sleep on that side for ages. Been seeing a lot of these videos recently of like people getting lots of piercings all in one go. And this is only 4. This isn't really that extreme. We've seen people get way more than this in one go. But what I will say is I don't know if this has also got the impact of things like TikTok, where everyone seems to want everything so quickly and so fast and is so bored now all of a sudden so quick. It's kind of bled into other things of life and other aspects where people are so impatient now when it comes to piercings and like wanting to get everything done. There's literally no reason to get piercings done this quick. You can wait. Having this many piercings isn't going to suddenly be like, my life is now complete and perfect and suddenly I'm going to get all the job offers and suddenly I'm going to get all this. That's not a thing. Like, that's just not a thing. Your body is not suddenly going to heal massively quickly because you're deciding that you're impatient. That's not how your body works. Bastard! Oh, for God's sake, not this again. Okay, sure. Right, let's open this can of worms again, shall we? So we featured this in a video, God, what, 2 years ago or something? And it's this person who's got some like weird 9/11 tattoo. I'm gonna have to blur a lot of it. I do apologize, like censors and all that stuff. But it's loads of people jumping out of the two, you know, their heads coming off and just like being squashed and like it's so unbelievably like just offensive and rude. And the first time I put this in a video, there was one, I remember there was a couple of people being like, you just don't know the backstory. Let's actually be serious. There's a backstory to this. First of all, would never understand why a backstory would, it's his back. Why a backstory would justify this in any way, shape or form. Anyway, the story was apparently this person knew someone who died in 9/11, which in itself is horrible. But I ask you certain things. Would the person that passed away be happy with the fact that you did this to, I guess, memorialize them? Is this something that they would have gone, oh, thank you so much? I really highly doubt it. This sounds like you need therapy, not tattooing. If this is what you've done because someone has passed away in 9/11, this is not the answer. Also, if you're a tattoo artist and someone comes up to you with this idea, as a responsible person, as an adult, you should have been like, look, this is probably not going to be the best idea. Maybe do this, blah, blah, blah. Maybe we could do something else if you really want to memorialize a person. Maybe get something about the person that you lost. Maybe their favorite song, or, you know, their favorite flower, or their favorite animal, or just something. The fact that you chose to do this and the tattoo artist was like, yes, I can do this for you, it's just unacceptable. And just, I feel like you've done a real disservice to this person. Regardless of whatever backstory that this tattoo might have had, no one is ever going to know that. Every single person that sees this tattoo is going to go, that person is a fucking moron. No one is going to go, oh, maybe he lost someone and this is his memorial tattoo, because it's not a memorial tattoo. It's just gore and offensive. All this is going to do is bring you sadness, anger. This is never going to give you happiness. If I was to die in like a car crash and someone tattooed a car crash on them as like a memorial to me, I'd be like, why would you do that? Why would you remember me in my worst moment? And anyone else who lost people in 9/11 will also see that and go, that is so unbelievably offensive. Even if you tell them what happened, they will still go, this is wrong and offensive. Like, it's just not, it just isn't it. I didn't realize that the cat has like sat on the remote control and has changed, like has pressed buttons and changed my background. I don't know how long that's been like that for.
Are you sitting on the mic? Are you sitting on the remote?
I don't know how long my background was messed up for, but hey, here we go. Oh, wow. So this person's got a lot of, the thing is, right? I don't have an issue with people. If you want to get loads of piercings around their mouth, oh, a transformation, girls. Look, right, each to their own. I would never get anything that's around the mouth. Like, I like my teeth too much. This is too much teeth erosion damage for me. But if you're gonna get these things like this, I just don't like the massive, I'm not necessarily about like symmetry and everything has to be symmetrical. Obviously my piercings aren't symmetrical. When you have all these piercings, suddenly you've got these two massively long bars just coming up one side. Personally, I do just think it looks a bit weird. Like it makes my brain just go, oh, I don't like this. It's too jarring. It's too off. But if this makes you unbelievably happy, but look, yeah, I'm not really into the whole, this is like massive and then everything down here is like quite normal. Although this cheek piercing does look a bit angry if you look here. I could not imagine having that many piercings around my mouth. It's not necessarily, I think, having lots of piercings around your mouth look bad. I actually think it can look cool if you have it done nicely. I'm not a fan of how this person has theirs, essentially. I just couldn't imagine having that much metal around my mouth. To me, it would feel really uncomfortable. So what is it? Oh God, an angry eye. Here we go again. And I bet this person's gonna be all surprised why their piercing is angry. Look, I get that it's nervous. It gets a bit scary when you see your eyelid, your eyebrow piercing. Why are you pulling it like that? Why are you Oh, and look, there we go, shocked.
What did you expect?
I don't know why my piercing is really angry. I'm not really too sure what's going on. Why is it upset? What's happening? Please tell me why my eye...
Don't touch me!
If you're the kind of person that has an infected piercing, an angry piercing, do you want me to tell you what the worst thing you can do to it is? Pull on it and tug it. She wasn't just like showing it a little bit or with a Q-tip that's cleaning around so you can like see. No, she literally like pulled it up, pulling... Anywhere around your eye is very sensitive on everyone. People have different skin types, different textures, different like skin varies so much from person to person. But the one universal thing is anywhere around the eye area is always really sensitive. You're never gonna get solid, thick, rough skin around the eye that you can like pull and tug on.
We'll just see about that.
No, it's always gonna be soft and dainty woman. Pulling your eyelid. I keep saying, sorry, my mind is so taken back by these eyelid piercings. It's all I can think of. Your eyebrow is so sensitive around the area. Pulling and tugging on it is never gonna make your piercing heal. And at the end, she's like, this. I mean, the piercing thing above it is cool. I love all the piercings, but the message underneath it, hi, I'm sorry I sent you this, but as soon as you open this message, the challenge begins. I got this message saying, hi, my name is, how to say, Teresa? Who is it? Some name. I died 27 years ago. If you don't send this to 20 people, I will sleep by your side forever. If you don't believe me, search up my name. So send this to 20 people. A girl ignored this and her mum died 20 days later. Mine's already gone. Send it to 20 people or sleep by your side forever. No sendbacks. I cannot believe that is happening. What the f*** in the 2002 chainmail is this? I don't know, it's actually kind of iconic. So if people have no idea what's going on about why this is so weird, like I guess the younger people won't necessarily realize, this is the kind of messages that we would get on like emails and like back in like Bebo days and early MySpace days in like the mid 2000s. It was always like, oh, Sharon died 2 years ago and haunts the roads by Devon, blah, 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 the hairy hand of Dartmoor. And it's like, if you don't send this message to 10 people, the hairy hand will kill you in your sleep.
I might have nightmares.
It's things like that. The fact that I've just seen one of these now, do people still does that actually happen? I just haven't seen one in ages. Like, do people still send messages like that? Oh, not this again. No, not this again. No, I can't. So again, this is one of the things we saw ages. Like most things, they start doing the rounds again. This is from a couple years ago. It's obviously going round again. Other pages are posting it. This has what 138,000 likes and it's posted in August. So only a couple of months ago. So yeah, it's obviously doing the rounds again or whatever. Look, can you imagine anyone having, look at that, a smiley piercing with such a how is your smiley that stretched? How is that possible?
She's a witch.
I have never in my life seen someone with a smiley that can stretch down like that. I don't really even have anything there. Like if I wanted a smiley piercing, I actually just couldn't have it done because I've got no is it frenum? Frenum. I've got no skin up there to actually pierce it, so I couldn't even have it. The idea that you can get it and like stretch it down that far is actually quite shocking. It's so funny doing we've done this a few times now, and I've stopped being so like prissy about putting things in we've seen before because of course not every single person has seen all of my videos, so like a lot of people won't know this. If you don't know as well, a lot of the time I repurpose my videos on here and I post them on Instagram and shorts and all that stuff. And of course the amount of comments I get, people like shocked that they've seen it, and it's like, oh, I guess you haven't seen the video. As always, like all these things, they do the circuits again. When something goes so viral, a lot of the time, a couple years later, another channel will talk about it or see it, which again gives it like another resurgence of like views and attention. So this is from Lila Jobba. Hello, girl. This is from Only One Needle and Externally Threaded Jewelry. Scaffold Industrial Piercing. I can't believe that we're still seeing one needles. That's so stupid. Look. I'm going to say this until I die. If you went into a piercing studio and got a tragus piercing and a helix piercing, they would never use the same needle. If you went and got a rook piercing and a conch piercing, they would never use the same needle. Just because there's one bar doesn't suddenly make the needle perfect to use twice. You make micro tears in the needle. Every time you use it, they get it gets like blunter. Every time you use a needle, it gets blunter and blunter and blunter. With piercing needles, they're not meant to be used more than once. Once you go through the tissue, especially cartilage, it damages the tip of the needle, makes it blunter. You won't be able to see it But if you look through a microscope, you'll be able to see all the tears. So when you're putting that through the second time, you're opening up so many more risks for infection, keloids, hypertrophic scarring, because you're not piercing through properly. You're more ripping through. Still not as bad as a piercing gun, but it's still not as good as a fresh needle. In any other situation, the piercer would never use the same needle ever.
Stop it!
And the whole like externally threaded jewelry, yes, for brand new piercings, internally threaded jewelry is better because when you're inserting the bar through, the ridges of the screw isn't like scratching the actual piercing. Obviously, a lot of times as well, it depends on if they're using the sort of like cannula needles. If you look here, it is externally threaded jewelry. However, because they've used one of these like needles, like the cannula needles, the screw section is actually inside the needle tube, so that it's not scratching the same way it would be if it was to be inserted without, you know, any sort of feed through like this. I personally hate internally threaded jewelry. I find it so difficult to use. When you think dealing with screws, it's already small enough. So when you're using internally threaded jewelry, you're making a screw that's already tiny even smaller and even more fiddly. I much prefer externally threaded, even though I know that internally threaded is better. So I'm not justifying using it. I just hate it. So this is from Lilia, and they have said, what is that? What? A cute new piercing, and it's on their knee. So they've got a piercing, but it's like, is that above or below the knee? I think it's above, as above, so below. I think that's above the knee, isn't it? That's above. Why are you putting this in your, like, what are you doing? Hello, I love my leg piercing. It's going to rip out in 2 seconds. Why? Stop it. And a ball closure ring as well. But I guess it's one of those ones that it's like a fake ball closure where you kind of bend it in shape rather than the ball actually needs to be opened up with a tool. But still, do these have a different name? A fake ball closure ring. Leave that alone, please, Mr. Gobbies. Don't play with the light. He was trying to bite my lights. It's Mr. Globbins. And Mr. Globbins. Yeah, Mr. Globbies. Oh, I see. So now you're all shy. A second ago, you were like, meow, meow, meow. Now you're all shy. Oh, there we go. Get put me down. Leave me alone. Yeah, can we not pierce our legs like this, please? Can we not pierce our legs like that, please? No, no, no.
Yes.
Not pierced by me. I love that. I always love it when piercers post things like this and be like, it's not pierced by me. Don't get angry at me. I'd totally do the same. So it says, look at this lovely septum piercing. Should we read the bio? It says, so this was by far the worst septum piercing I've ever had to deal with. The customer came to the shop asking for help with her fresh septum piercing done somewhere else and said that the body piercer told her it was crooked because it was super fresh and it would look straight once it's healed.
You lied.
Imagine looking at that and going, I'll be fine once it's healed. That's not, thing is, that's not crooked in a way of like back and forward a bit wonky. That's like up and down. It's like you've pierced it like this. It'd be different if it was pierced like that a little bit. So like one front of it's a little bit back before the other ones. Like it wouldn't be as noticeable, but that is literally done like that. The fact that you can say it'll fix itself once it's healed, absolutely not. The fact that, oh, no, not pierced by me. Okay, so this person's getting, oh, it's gonna be like, I already know, it's gonna be one of those videos where people just get like 100 piercings in one go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 piercings in one go. I mean, at least some of them on the earlobes, so it's not as intense, but still. 5, not 5, sorry, not 6. Still, way too many. I said what I said, like, a couple videos ago about this whole situation. Dumb. Well, guys, we are well and truly aboard that trigger train. Choo-choo, speeding down the railway, about to crash off a cliff and plunge to our death. Bye! Oh, my back check, Jesus Christ. Oh, squat for Jesus. Oh, Jesus loves good peach. Oh, Jesus loves to get rolled on the last supper table. Oh, Jesus loved to get eyelid piercings. He wasn't crucify me on the cross. He was like, no, crucify my eyelids. Oh, Jesus loved a good crucifixion. This has been a lot. I am totally flabbergasted by the eyelid piercings. 2 of them in one go. 2 of them as well. 2 videos. We've not seen it in so long because, of course, it's so obscene that no one's going to be doing this. The idea that we saw 2 of them in one video. Is this a thing that's catching on? Is this like the next trend that we're going to see all the time? And again, as I said about the whole patience thing, the people getting all these piercings in one go, it's not tattooing. Piercings are so intense on the body. Like, it's so intense on the body because it's frantically trying to heal something which it can't heal properly because you've put metal in there. It's not like tattooing. It's not like tattooing when you can do lots of things in one go because your body is like healing over it. There's nothing in its way to heal. It's just sort of sealing the exit holes. With piercings, it's trying to heal something, which is why it takes so long. It's trying to heal where you've put a bar in, which makes it really difficult because the body is constantly being like, I can't heal, what's going on? Because you've made a hole, there's a bar in it now, and your body goes in like panic mode. With tattoos, obviously the top layer of skin heals and then it works its way like underneath it. It's fine. It's not as intensive on your body. Which is why piercings hurt way more than tattoos. Anyway, I don't need to go back down that road again. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. This has been bonky wonky. Please hit the like button, subscribe. As I said, if you did miss my last video because I stupidly uploaded it on Thanksgiving, make sure you go check that out. It was a piercing related Am I the A-hole? It was actually really interesting. I really enjoyed doing that one actually. I think I might start theming the Am I the A-holes as well because that was actually really fun. So I might try to theme like wedding ones or like family drama or I don't know, pets. I think theming things from now on might be a bit more fun than just doing like random stuff. Jesus Christ, that was a lot. Today's Instagram shout out goes to Outer Space Racer. Thank you for following me over on Instagram. Mwah, delishy wishy. Anyway, yeah, come follow me on Instagram. Maybe we can be the next Instagram shout out. A massive shout out to my lovely Patreons whose names you can see on the side of the screen here. Thank you for being a Patreon. You guys are mwah, delishy wishy. Anyway, be fabulous, be amazing, be gay, be everything you want to be. And don't let any bitch out there tell you you can't be you. Why is that? Because you don't pierce your eyelids.